NEOTERRAIN.
Mogadishu. Once known as one of the most dangerous cities in the world, this place now holds a quiet but unmistakable sign of renewal. From every corner of the world, Somali diaspora, those who once fled, are starting to return. Armed not with weapons, but with knowledge, capital, and a vision for the future. But let's not romanticize too quickly, because standing in their way are walls, deep, systemic, and heavy. Today on NEOTERRAIN, we explore Somalia's path of regeneration, the resistance it faces, and what the world can learn from those rewriting its future. Somalis who fled war and famine have spent years abroad, becoming entrepreneurs, engineers, and educators. Now, some are choosing to return.
But returning doesn't mean being welcomed with open arms. In many communities, returnees are seen as outsiders, those who left during the worst, now coming back with money and plans.
A tension between those who stayed and those who fled, between survival and privilege.
Exactly. What we're seeing is that sharing success isn't enough. You need to build trust. That means listening before speaking, and building with, not for, the community.
Another wall is institutional. You want to launch a school or redesign housing, but there's no legal infrastructure, no reliable partner network.
Right? Before you even think about what to build, you're stuck figuring out how to contract. Who has authority? Public systems are fragile or absent. In this vacuum, it's hard to create sustainable, equitable impact.
So much rides on private initiative, but that brings its own risks.
Indeed, it can quickly turn into a patchwork of projects with no coordination or continuity.
Let's talk about young people, the post-war generation, the ones who've never known a peaceful Somalia.
Many of them have grown up with smartphones, social media, and a globalized mindset. Meanwhile, returnees often carry Western-style development models. What results is a misalignment, not just of resources, but of vision.
They're not drawing the same future?
Precisely. That's why it's so important to co-create a shared future, not just deliver one. That's happening in some spaces. Co-working hubs, tech incubators, even art collectives.
But isn't there a risk that the diaspora's capital creates new inequalities? That it becomes political?
Absolutely. When investments are concentrated in certain clans or regions, it can deepen existing tensions. Sometimes it even strengthens the very conditions that allow extremist groups to resurface.
So hope and fragmentation live side by side. This is Somalia's paradox.
Yes, it's a fragile balancing act, but it's also the space where real societal change begins.
This is a country where the past is unfinished and the future is unwritten. Still, people return. They return not just to build, but to stitch together what was torn apart.
Their story isn't one of triumphant rebuilding. It's about enduring contradiction. And that may be the most honest kind of hope we can offer the world today.
What Somalia teaches us is this: transformation doesn't begin with certainty. It begins with those who walk toward uncertainty and stay.
新しい地図を